What's up guys, it's the Graffiti Corner here, back with another tutorial. And in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to outline your letters and show you guys what a drastic difference it can make in your graffiti writing. So basically I'm going to just, for this tutorial, I'm just going to use this quick letter I drew here. I'm just going to use an S, and I'm going to show you what effect it could have on it. So basically what you want to think when you're writing your letter S, or not S, just anything in general, is points. And since my edges are rounded here, it's going to be a little harder. So the reason I'm showing you a harder tutorial is because once you can do rounded edges, you can basically do any other edge. Like pointed edges are the easiest. So I'll show you guys with rounded. What I see a lot of people do is they'll come out right from a point they think is okay, and they'll go straight down. That's what you don't want to do. If it's rounded edges, you want to do a rounded shading, and if it's pointed, you want to do a pointed shading. It's just kind of common sense that people don't really seem to follow. So basically I'm gonna let's say light is coming from this way. I'm gonna want to shade it so it's shaded on this side. So if it's coming this way, the shadows will be on this side. So that's what I'm going to do. And first, since I'm going to shade over here, I'm going to start at this point right here. Because what will happen is I'll come up, follow the outline, and then I'll branch off, and then keep following this outline, and I'll go down all the way. So I'll do that right now. I'm just going to pick it up, follow the outline. Notice how I'm still kind of going with the contour of the outline, and then basically I just connected those two right there. But notice how I started over in this corner here. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and fill that in. And then what you'll notice is sometimes when you're drawing a letter, you'll have an open area right here. And since that comes in with the shading, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to fill that in. Basically anything that's open and that's outside of the letter, you want to shade it, because this part was open to create the effect at an S, and so is this part right here, this outline. So you guys can't really see it. I'm talking about this one right here. Since that's open, that's not part of the letter S. So what I'll do is I'll eventually shade that in. Since this wasn't part of it either, I shaded it in to create the effect that light is making the shadow come over here. So what I'm going to do is, since the shadow is still coming this way, I'm going to start right here at this edge, because that's where the shadow is basically going to start. And I'm just going to come down, follow it, and then I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to go up, because the reason I went up right there like that is because right here in this S, it goes up a little bit. So I'm basically, all you need to do is go outside and basically outline it again, because if you don't outline, it'll look weird, because you'll have a part of the S that's just jutting out. You can do this with full words too. This applies to anything. I mean, the tutorial wouldn't change if I added 3 more letters. It applies to everything. So basically I'm just going to follow the contour all the way till I meet here. So to make sure I do that effectively, I'm going to start where this point stopped, and I'm just going to kind of follow it, eventually branch off, and turn it just so it's easier. You want your lines to be very precise, and that way I get that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and shade that in. You can turn the paper if you like, just make sure it's all neat. And that is how it looks when it's shaded. So I still have this middle to deal with here. Now since I don't want every middle to be completely shaded, because it'll kind of look weird, you want to add a little effect, which over time, it doesn't come overnight, guys. You gotta keep practicing at it. And what I'm gonna do, just for reference, is I'm gonna create a little oval inside of here. That way I'm not gonna shade that part, and you'll see why I don't shade it in the middle, because once I go this way, it kind of creates depth within the S, as you guys can see there. So that's why I did that, because there, you can see that the light isn't coming over. It looks like the light has more angle. It's coming upwards or even downwards. So you want like more depth within your letter, because if I filled it in completely black, it would look more 2D compared to 3D. And to make this side look less thin, like as you can see, this side's very thick and this side's very thin, I'm just gonna go ahead and trace over the sides again, the side, not size. And also, I was using, when I first started this letter, I used a normal Sharpie, and this is a king size Sharpie. So I'm only using the king size because it's bigger and it helps me shade in better. I'm just gonna go ahead and get that right there. And that's basically how you do it. That's outlining for you. So basically the only thing you guys need to know, stay consistent with the shape of the letter. Always follow the outside, follow the contour, and then whenever points jut out, you jut out too. You basically draw the letter again, but just more to the right or left, wherever you want the shadows to be. Also, if you're writing a word, stay consistent. Don't make one letter of the word making a shadow to the left and one letter making a shadow to the right, because that just doesn't make sense. Be sure to like and favorite this tutorial, and if you have any suggestions on future tutorials, go ahead and leave a comment in the box below. And that's it. So this has been the Graffiti Corner. I'm out. Peace.